What's up guys, Random Razor here with a random product review video for you guys today. And today I'm bringing you guys a little quick review of the Fellows 79Ci paper shredder. And I know some of you guys are wondering, really, a paper shredder? It's actually a pretty cool paper shredder that offers quite a number of features, and I just want to share this with you guys, a little quick review. Anyways, in terms of specs, the 79Ci offers a 14 sheet capacity, so you can put up to 14 sheets of paper at once into the paper shredder, which is pretty large amount. Now that if you're using the 100% jam-proof system, which I'll get into very soon, it doesn't actually take up to 14 sheets unless you're using actual 14 sheets of brand new flat paper. Chances are you're gonna be slapping in junk paper that's folded and things like that. There's actually a sensor in there that detects how much paper you put in, and if you put in too much, it doesn't take it through. In other words, that's what prevents that 100% jam-proof system. Now you can actually turn that feature off by just hitting this button here and the left key, and it actually turns it off so the paper shredder will take in as much as you want. Now I don't recommend going over 14 sheets because you can technically jam this. Next cool feature that's on the Fellows paper shredder, which is on pretty much all Fellows paper shredder models, is the Safe Sense technology. And pretty much how it works is when the machine is running, or it doesn't even have to be running, is that this entire metal ring on the top here is actually touch sensitive. So if you touch it, the entire machine stops. So let's fire this thing up and show you guys how that works. Turn it on, guys see it lights up blue, which is kind of cool. And we're gonna grab some junk paper here. We got some Canada Purple Shield, I don't even know what this is. But anyways, we put it in here. And if we touch it, you guys can see here it actually stops, and there's actually a little label on the top here that turns on. It says the Safe Sense feature is on, and if you let go, it keeps going. So you guys can see here it works, and it's a pretty cool. On the top here, it does show a bit more of the features of what the 79Ci Fellows paper shredder has to offer. You guys saw the Safe Sense technology that I demonstrated just now. Also has auto reverse as well as manual reverse, so if there's too much going in, actually automatically reverse out a little bit. And it also has manual reverse, you just hit the left button on the side here, and you can automatically reverse everything out, which is pretty much a feature that all paper shredders at least should have to offer. Also has a full bin sensor, so if it's full, it would automatically stop until you empty it, or at least what I do is just press everything back down. This here also has a open bin sensor, so if you open it, the whole thing will shut down. It won't work until you put the bin back in, which is pretty cool. So if you open it, you guys can see here the thing actually lights up until you push it back in. The last feature here is the temperature gauge. I believe it has a 20 to 25 minute continuous runtime. After that, it does eventually overheat, so it will automatically shut down until it cools down, which I believe it takes about half hour to an hour. Really depends. So it does last me for quite a while. Anyways, like I mentioned earlier, it does have a 14 sheet paper capacity, which says over here, and there's a little icon here which shows you that you do have to lube this thing or put oil in it from time to time, which is pretty much something you have to do for all paper shredders, at least consumer level ones. You have to lube the thing because it is metal parts running, and like a car, it needs to be oiled, so that's one thing you do have to do. These are just little symbols here of what you shouldn't do. Don't spray anything into it. If you have a tie, watch out that your tie doesn't catch in there. Long hair, pretty obvious. Hands, children, and not sure, that's just a caution thing. That's just, I guess, read the information book. On the side here, for those of you wondering what this is actually a little scale of how much paper you're actually putting in the paper shredder. So let's say we have an envelope here, which is, I guess, consists of 2 thick sheets of paper. If we fire this thing up, it actually detects how much paper there is. Whoops. But you guys saw there, the scale goes from, I believe, green to orange to red. Red meaning you have too much and the thing won't work. But this is what your 100% jam-proof system pretty much is. It just detects how much paper you're putting in, and if it's too much, it'll automatically stop. So if you shove this thing in here, you guys can see here, for some reason it detects my envelope as being too much, but again, it's not a perfectly flat piece of paper. There's space in it, but that's pretty much how it works. And sometimes it works, sometimes it just it's being stupid. So yeah, not sure why it says it's 14 sheets, which is not true. But you can override this, and how you do that is, like I mentioned earlier, hit this button here, hit the left button, it turns that off, so it doesn't matter how much you put in, it works. That is also how loud it is. It says it's a quiet paper shredder, which probably is compared to other ones. It's still a little bit loud, but it's definitely better than the other ones. Right now, it's probably a little bit louder than it should be because I haven't oiled the thing in a month, so probably should do that very soon. But anyways, that's what that particular scale thing is for the 100% jam-proof system. Also forgot to mention earlier, the bin itself does have a 6-gallon capacity. 6 gallons is a pretty decent amount for a consumer level paper shredder. Of course, if you want a bigger one, you're going to have to get a bigger paper shredder. It will seem small to you if you're doing a lot of junk mail or getting rid of documents all at once. So it does fill up pretty quickly in that case. But if you're using it over like a period of time, putting in a few sheets a day or something like that, it does hold quite a bit for an extended period of time, but if that makes any sense. But nonetheless, what I do is once it fills up, I just use the included bags. I don't actually dump the bags themselves, I just dump everything into the recycling bin, but take the bag back, of course, and just put it back in here so you can reuse it. You don't have, and yeah, it's a pretty decent bin, and like I mentioned earlier, it doesn't work when the bin is out, and you just put it back in, or slide it back in, and you're pretty much good to go. In terms of overall build quality, it's a pretty nice design. It is plastic, of course, so it's not the best material for anything these days, but it's a fairly sturdy, solid design. The shredders, of course, are made of metal. It does have built-in wheels, which is pretty cool. You have to install it yourselves when you when you purchase it brand new, of course. But it does have wheels, so you can roll it around, which is pretty cool. I've actually sat on this, which you can, or I don't recommend to, but I actually sat on this, which it does hold me up, which is gives you an idea of how strong it is. But yeah, it's pretty cool paper shredder. Here's a little quick view of the side, as well as the back part here. Forgot to mention there is a main power switch on the back here, as well as two cord hooks that you can wrap the cord around if you don't want to plug it in. But yeah, pretty solid paper shredder. It does come with a 2-year warranty. I believe the shredders themselves has a 5-year warranty. I'll double check on that, but in other words, it's a pretty long warranty for the shredders themselves. So if anything happens to it, I'm pretty sure fellows should help you out there, considering they're a pretty reputable brand in the paper shredder industry. Overall, guys, the fellow 79Ci is definitely a paper shredder that I highly recommend. It works, it functions well. I'm sure a lot of you guys who use paper shredders are tired of the cheap ones from Walmart. Definitely spend the extra money for a good one, because then you don't have to replace it for a long time. This particular model here has been out for quite a number of years. Tons of positive reviews online. It's definitely one that I recommend, especially if you can get a good deal like I did with their mail-in rebates and the sale. But anyways, that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy this. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, ask way down in the comment section there, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.